Prophecy is enormously important in the Bible, but for many today, the idea of someone being prophetic, let alone being a prophet, seems something that should be confined to former times.
Well, that's an interesting position, but maybe we need to define what prophecy is. And first of all, it is the supernatural ability to hear God's voice, understand it, and then speak it. And prophecy has three parts to it. It has the revelation, and then it needs to have the interpretation, and then the application. What do I do with what I've just heard? In the Old Testament, it was under the Old Covenant, and the ministry of the prophet in the Old Testament was the ministry of judgment. And the last of the old prophets was John the Baptist. And Jesus then came, and through his death on the cross, released a new covenant. And he is the model, if you will, of the new prophet. And his ministry is to save and to restore to himself. And so the mandate, if he is the spirit of prophecy, the mandate for the New Testament prophet is to carry out his mandate, which is to seek, to save, and to restore.
What is the role of prophecy today, specifically prophetic insights that, while grounded in biblical truths, are not found in the written Bible, but are spoken or written by prophetic individuals in the here and now?
Well, we see from Paul, in 1 Corinthians 4, he's just gone and talked about love. And right after that, and he's exhorting us to pursue love. But then he says, but eagerly desire the spiritual gifts, especially the gift of prophecy. And so eagerly desire, if you translate that, means to lust after. And so the role of prophecy is to edify, to exhort, and to console. And, life happens to us. And through hurts and disappointments and fears and rejection and our trusts, being violated, we start to see ourselves and others in life from those impacts. And what prophecy does is corrects our lens to see ourselves and our lives through God's perspective. And so we get to reframe from a heavenly perspective, and 100% of the time it's always an upgrade. So, it suits us much better to be heavenly minded. And then, most people find it so easy to tell you what's wrong with them or what's wrong with their lives. Our struggle is seeing ourselves and our lives through the brilliance that God sees in us and the greatness that He's placed within us. So prophecy really is a gift of God to correct our viewpoints and to live from that viewpoint. And so it really edifies us, it builds us up, it comforts us, and it empowers us to draw near to God and to His dreams and destinies for us.
How do prophetic insights come to you? In dreams, in thoughts, in pictures?
All of the above. I mean, dreams are my favorite. They are like Jesus' parables to me. That you have the revelation of them, and then you have to seek Him for the interpretation, and then how does it apply to my life? But I've had visions and words of knowledge and wisdom, insights, strategic insights, Bible verses. There are multiple ways that He speaks to me throughout the day. And I just love asking Him questions and hearing His answers.